The story about the silly chicken that would always poop in his arm is not what you think. This chicken was a warrior, and so she took it upon herself to go conquer the other farms. And so she had a secret weapon. First, she would approach the other farms, pretending to be just an innocent looking chicken. Hi, Coco, would say. I'm here to Coco to rule you all. You shall be my slave. Coco! Sorry, Coco, can't help that. You shall be my slaves, said the chicken. And the other chickens was like, ha ha ha, Coco, Coco, ha, Coco, Coco, Coco. Ha. I thought she would say that. And that's why I have my secret. Sorry, that's very annoying, said the chicken. I can't help it. Anyways, as I was saying, I shall I shall have I shall have a secret weapon. And the other chickens were like, secret weapon? What does she mean, secret weapon? Follow me into my farm, or you shall suffer my wrath. And the other chickens started all laughing and laughing and laughing. And so this chicken shot a poop, but instead of shooting the poop down, it shot the poop up through its arm. And with the arm, he pointed the chicken at the face of the biggest cock, which is the male chicken, in all of the flock, and splat right in the middle of his face. Everybody was impressed. Oh, the accuracy, the precision. And the cock was like, the smell, ew, everybody run, ew, and all the chickens started running and running and running everywhere. And so the chicken came back to his farm, defeated. He thought, what am I doing wrong? I have my secret weapon. I have my threatening, menacing voice. Caw-caw! I know what I'm doing. Caw-caw! Wrong, said the chicken. Nobody takes me serious because every caw-caw half sentence I am clucking. I need to sound evil. How do I do this? And so she went to see the most evil animal in all of the farm, the Rottweiler dog. Of course, this was a very nice, happy dog, but the chickens were terrified of him. Caw-caw, said the chicken to the Rottweiler, and the Rottweiler lifted his head, smelled around, and went back to sleep. You shall help me on my quest, said the chicken. Why would I do that, said the chicken. Because I know you like eggs. And the more chicken we have, the more eggs you can eat. I'm listening, said the Rottweiler. All you need to do is come with me to the neighbor's farm. And help me look and sound evil and and the Rottweiler was like, shut up, said the chicken, and quickly flung some poop into his arm and splat in the middle of his nose. Ew, said the Rottweiler, and took off running for the pond and started swimming to clear off the poop. The chicken, defeated, realized that his only hope was lost, and back in shame went back into the coop. The other chickens were like, oh, hi, how's the poop flinging business going? Not well. Not well. I meant to conquer all the neighboring farms, and then I was going to take over the world. But nobody takes me seriously. Oh, but I do. I take you very seriously, said the other chicken. Really? Oh, yes. You're an excellent guard. Nobody around here messes with you. Yes, yes, but I wanted to take over the world. But this is your world, and you're our protector. Did you see what you just did? Coco! Nothing. I did nothing. What do you mean you did nothing? You just scared the biggest, meanest Rottweiler in all of the farm. Oh, Coco! I did. Yes. If you put those poop flinging arms to service, you could scare away raccoons and all sorts of mean animals that try to attack us in the night. Coco! And so the chicken was happy. She had a new job. She became the poop flinging chicken that protected the coop. And since that day, nobody, not even the Rottweiler, would get close to the flock of chickens as the oh, sorry, I'm not the chicken. As long as the poop flinging chicken would be around. And that's the story of the chicken that would poop in his arm. The end.
No, I want the exact same story, but a pig, but instead of poop flinging, it would be fart smells.
Oh, well, isn't this a coincidence? Because it just so happens that on the farm next door, where the poop flinging chicken came to try to conquer everybody, one of the pigs saw it and got this great idea. Why don't I do the same? Said the pig. And so he started by practicing trying to fling poop like the chicken. But instead of poop, he would only fart. And of course, he didn't realize that it was so stinky that it could literally bring the soul out of the bodies of anybody that was within sniffing range. So at first, he thought, I have to do something seriously scary so that I can force everybody to do my will, and I will conquer the world. Said the pig. And so he went out and decided to start eating the weirdest things he could eat so that his poop and farts would be stinkier than ever and super deadly. Kind of like your fart ninja, but worse. And so the pig went out. Ooh, tree bark. This is disgusting. I shall eat it. That's not as bad as I thought. Let's keep going. Ooh, here's some seaweed. Not seaweed. What's it called? Algae floating in the pond. It's disgusting. I shall eat it. And in fact, it was kind of healthy, and it was great. His farts started going away. Huh. This should not end like this. What can I get? Ooh, I know. And so he went into the cow pastures of the farm. And when the cows poop, sometimes a special type of fungus grows in the cow's poop. But what the pig didn't know, pigs, by the way, are very similar to humans in their biology. Even though they look very different, they are extremely similar. So much so that some things between pigs and humans are very compatible or close to compatible. Anyways, but the mushrooms that grow in the cow dung are called psychedelic mushrooms because those mushrooms have a compound called psilocybin that, when eaten, goes into the brain of whether the human or the pig. And if you eat enough of those, it takes you it makes you see the world in different ways, and it can even take you into other dimensions. Some say. I tried experiencing that, but it didn't work for me. But for a lot of people, it does work. Anyways, the thing is that he started eating some of those things, and at first, it doesn't hit you. It takes a couple of hours to really hit. So he was like, this must be the stinkiest food ever because it grows on poop. He didn't eat the poop. Even that was too much for the pig. But the mushrooms, oh yes. And he feasted on those mushrooms. They actually don't taste that bad. And so he was eating lots of them, way more than he ever should have. Turns out, before you know it, he fell asleep and he went into another dimension where machines were controlling everything in the environment. And the pig was like, did I just die and went to heaven? Heaven, said the machines. Oh no, you're still well within your body. But your awareness is not that of a pig. Just for a moment, your awareness is one. One, said the pig. That was not a pig anymore. He was a single point of consciousness. One, said the machines. And when am I going back? I need to take over the world and conquer every farm with my farts. And the machines said, you do not realize it now, but you are your world, and your world is within you. You don't need to conquer your world. You need to conquer yourself. The pig thought about that for a moment. Well then, what do I need to eat so that my farts are strong enough to conquer myself? Oh, but you have already done that, said the machines in the other dimension. What do you mean? The mushrooms you ate are like a portal into another dimension. Do you want to see yourself? And the pig said, see myself? Come, let me take you through a journey. And they immediately showed the consciousness of a pig, how its evolution brought him from a single point of awareness eons ago into evolving stages where little by little he started awakening into the realization that he was more than just a rock or just a plant or just an insect. He was a conscious, an individual consciousness, the consciousness of a pig, and that he had desires, he had fears, he had challenges to overcome, and that the more he overcame his challenges, the more he would grow, and the more he would be, the bigger his consciousness and awareness would be, and he would turn eventually into better things and bigger things. And so the pig absorbed all of this knowledge and realized that he was not just a pig, that was just one step in his journey being a pig. And so when he came back, he let go of his ambitions to rule over the world, and instead he had a far bigger ambition, something perhaps some say even more difficult. His ambition was to be the best he could ever be, to try to always be happy. Nobody ever understood whatever happened to the famous pig that tried to fart and attack everyone when he went into the cow pastures and came back, changed into the nicest pig ever. Some say that the cows convinced him of something, but the cows completely deny this. Some say that he fell into a dark tunnel and pit and that he crawled his way out, and when he did that, he changed its personality. Others simply say that the pig disappeared and that an alien took his place. But he knew the secret. The secret was in those mushrooms. And that's the day that the pig became the happiest animal in all of the farm. And that's the story of the pig that wanted to conquer the world by just using his farts like the chicken did earlier.
Yay!
The end.
That's